Hello, you. Welcome back, girl. I am so glad to have you here today. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bootsy, and today we are going to go over all of the toots, boots, and shoot that Raven and Raja gave to queens from season 13. We are going to compare them all and see which queen got the best rating when it came to fashion on this season. So if you are interested, stay tuned to find out. But before we start, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because if you don't hit that subscribe button, Gottmik's hair will never grow back. Also down below is a link to my Patreon where you can support me, get early access to some of my videos, plus some exclusive content. It's a very fun time. So season 13 was critiqued on many things, but runways were not one of those things. This season brought some amazing, stunning runways. And Raja and Raven tooted and booted them every single week, and this is how it looks. So before we combine all of this into math and see who has the biggest score, let's go through some memorable mentions. Most toots this season went to Gottmik. She got all toots on every single episode, and she was in every single episode of the season. While most boots went to Joey J. Yes, she had 13 boots. While the queen with the most top toots of the week was Symone. She got 7 top toots of the week out of 15 fashion photo review episodes, and I think that's a new record. She was a top toot of the week almost 50% of the time. When it comes to shoots, Gottmik got the most. She got 3 shoots for her lame look, little black dress, and out pockets, while Symone got 1 shoot for her finale red look. Now when it comes to queens who only received toots this season, they are Gottmik and Kimura Hall. Obviously Kimura Hall was not there for that long, but she did receive a toot for every single look, and looking at her Instagram and what she would have worn, I do believe that she would get every single toot if she made it further. So now that we got that, let's talk about how the final score is calculated. If you don't care about math and you want just to see the final results, skip to this timestamp right here. So how the scores are calculated? Well, basically everything is ranked. If you have a toot, that is 1 point. If you have a boot, that is no points. If you get a shoot, that is 2 points, and if you are a top toot of the week, that is 1 extra point for you. So maximum points a queen can get, for example on a regular episode, is 5 points. If she gets 2 shoots and is a top toot of the week, that is 5 points. On episodes where there were multiple looks, obviously the queens would get a bigger maximum amount of points. So there is a possible maximum each queen could have gotten. Let's say Kimura, for example. In these 5 fashion review episodes that she was in, her potential maximum amount of points was 33 points. But she did not get 33 points, she got less than that, obviously. She didn't have all shoots and wasn't top toot of the week every week. She got 14 points. So the final score is calculated by taking amount of points she actually got and comparing it to her possible maximum amount. So in this case, 14 out of 33 points gives her a 42.42% success rate, so that is her final score. We will repeat this process for every single queen. Obviously their possible maximums rise as they were in more episodes, but this is the fairest way to calculate it because it takes the percentage of how many points you actually got compared to the maximum amount of points you could have gotten. So now that we have all of these queens ranked up and we calculated their scores, it is time to see the results. Bring back my results. So this is how the queens ranked up. In the last place we have Joey J, the queen with the most boots. Majority of her looks this season were booted. It is unfortunate. Raja and Raven really did not live for her no wigged style. In the 12th place we have Mistina Berner, a person who made sure nobody will ever again wear red, orange and yellow combination on the runway because it was so so ugly, if I dare to say it, and I do. I hated majority of her looks, and so did Raja and Raven. That's why they put her in the second to last place. But at least she is leveling up now. Her makeup is getting better and her looks are getting a little bit less orange. Following Mistina Berner, we have Kandy Muse. She had some hits but many misses on this runway. She is the third most booted person on this season. Raja and Raven did not enjoy many of her looks that she was presenting, and from what I saw online, most of the fans also did not live as hard for her looks as they did for some other queens maybe. But nonetheless, Kandy is a fabulous queen and she is the Kandy top 2 muse. Then in 10th place we have Lalari. I mean, she did have the most iconic look of this season, that bag bowl outfit. That will go down in history, but unfortunately most of her looks were just okay, which gave her an okay score by Raja and Raven. But I do have to commend her on her finale look because that was stuntelina. In the 9th place we have Tamisha Iman. She created all of her runway dresses herself, and I do think that that needs to be mentioned because after Tamisha, all of these other queens who are in the top used mostly designers for their fashion looks, which is kind of a gray area when it comes to drag, because yeah, designers are cool, but it is amazing when you can create fashion eleganza yourself, like Violet Chachki, like Gigi Good, like Jada Essence Hall, Shea Coulee. All of those queens are fashion divas and they know how to construct it. So I give big props to Tamisha Iman constructing everything herself. Then following Tamisha, a queen who did not construct everything herself, but she could have if she wanted to, it's Rosé. Yes, Rosé's looks were kind of middle of the road when it came to scoring from Raja and Raven. She had many hits, but most of her critiques were that her outfits were ill-fitted and not really fitted for her. On the bag bowl, when she actually created that outfit for herself, she looked amazing. But when she wore outfits that were made by other designers, it didn't really seem like she had the final fitting for some of her outfits, but on the finale she brought it. Following Rosé is a queen who did make all of her looks. It's Utica Queen. Work, Miss Thing. She got really good critiques and I'm kind of surprised that her scoring is not higher, but according to Raja and Raven, they put Utica at number 7, literally middle of the road, which I don't think her fashions were middle of the road. They were unique, they were stuntelina, and her bag bowl look is one of the most stunning things that came out of this season. Following Utica, in the 6th place we have Olivia Lux. Her looks were pretty good, pretty spot on this season. She was stunning on the runway. She had some critiques about, well, her lace showing in the beaded challenge, but other than that, her fashion this season has been pretty good. Following Olivia, in the 5th place, you may be surprised, we have Elliott with 2 T's. Yes, Miss Elliott has one of the best scores when it comes to fashion this season. Her looks were okay. She only got booted for her last look that she wore, that flamingo thing that was awful. But other than that, Raja and Raven really lived for her looks. They gave her all toots. She was almost in that exclusive circle with Kimura and Gottmik for a queen who got all toots, but she was just short of that title. Then in the 4th place we have Denali. Yes, Raja and Raven actually really enjoyed what Denali brought to the runway this season. Denali had some creative concepts, her looks were very creative, and I do think that she didn't get as much recognition for it from the judges as she should have maybe, but she did get it from Raja and Raven and from the fans. It put her in the 4th place and this was a very tight race. As you can see, her score is so good and Miss Denali deserves this placement. Then in the 3rd place we have Kimura Hall. Yes, a queen who got all toots this season. She would have been the fashion diva if she made it longer in the competition, but unfortunately she did not. She is so stunning, she is so gorgeous, her body is just made for drag, but unfortunately she was not able to stick around long enough to show it all on the main stage. But if you want to see some stunning looks, go check out her Instagram. And now, something that never happened before, and I was shook by this and had to double double check it, triple check it, quadro check it, but this is the tea. The first place is a tie. Both Symone and Gottmik have the same exact score. And why is that? Well, as Symone did have more top toots of the week, Gottmik got more shoots. And Gottmik got all toots while Symone was booted at one point, which kind of negated some of her top toots of the week. So when you calculate all of those scores up, you get the same exact score, which is shocking because there were so many toots and boots given this season that it is so surprising that two queens managed to get the same score. But they did. Gottmik and Symone are the fashion divas of this season, and both of them brought it when it came to the runway so hard. Gottmik's looks were so innovative, so creative, so stunning, while Symone really did play up her Ebony Enchantress character, brought it to the runway in the most stunning way possible. If I had to look at it subjectively, I would personally give Gottmik the first place because I was really gagged by so many of her looks, and I would give her an advantage because when Symone was tasked to create her own garments, she did not deliver that well. But in the grand scheme of things, Symone did get more top toots of the week, but she was booted while Gottmik never got booted. So it is really up to personal interpretation. What do you think? Who should be the #1 spot out of these two queens? But yeah, this is the final ranking of the fashion of season 13. It is finally over and we can now move on to other seasons like All Star 6, Drag Race Down Under, and Drag Race Spain. I cannot wait to see what those queens bring to the runway. But that is it for this video. Let me know, do you agree with this scoring? Do you agree with Raja and Raven and their toots and boots that were given? Do let me know down below. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please do hit that like button down below, and right next to it there's this fierce red subscribe button. Click it right now or Gottmik's hair will never grow back. Also down below is a link to my Patreon where you can help this queen out, and in that process earn early access to my videos plus some Patreon exclusive content. And if there are videos in the future that require fan opinions, your comments will definitely be included in those videos. A very special thanks to my gold drag supporters Pierre Cherie and Sebastian Wolf. Thank you so much for your contribution to this channel, to this journey. I am so grateful and thankful for you guys, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, gals, remember to stay kind to every queen. Go send a lovely message to your favorite queen's Instagram. Make their day a little bit better. Let's spread some love in this community. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye!